welcome back to Guild Wars 2. I'm Vanna, and we are continuing our adventure. Today we're going to go from level 14 to 20 and do the accompanying story quest, and which is going to be our second out of 3 story quests that are personal to the Sylvari. While we're doing this, we're going to run around more on Caledon Forest and ignore the crying lady in the background, sorry. But as you can see, certain places have certain levels. I forgot to mention this last time. Well, I can continue to adventure in Caledon Forest because I'm still level 14. It does scale you back down to 15. It stops you at 15. I can show you that when we get there. Usually it's kind of better if you just kind of keep going to the next area, which the next area is over here is Brisbane or Kessex, and I usually go Brisbane. One thing I do recommend though is even if you are just sitting in the city leveling up through cooking or another skill, oh my god, the credit lady behind it is annoying, is that you get all of the 189 hero challenges in the world. So that's usually what I'll do around level 50, is I'll start running through each of these sections and just getting the hero points. So that's what we're going to do here. Is our first order of business is we're going to get the last 4 hero points in Caledon and then see where we're at level wise and then continue from there. I do excuse any coughing or anything. I am still trying to get over some unknown issues with my body right now. I just had a major allergic reaction earlier this week, so my body is still trying to get back to maintaining normal levels. We are actually going to start up here at Bond Market, and then we're going to go across the sea, across a little pond to Ventry Bay, pardon me, and go get one of the hero points that's over here. But it's much faster to go this way than it is this way, because this way I can do mounts. And I can show you the new coloring I did. Also, there has been a very pretty major update actually to the huge thing that I had a rant about last time. So in the wardrobe, they have now added what is called Get Equipped Fashion button here instead of having to right click it every single time. So you can get the equipped fashion, and then from here you can click and get your dyes. So these are four color dyes that I've chose for this character. I usually choose 4 or 5. I'm still not going to update the dyes as they come across, and I don't really need to do any of this, but this has been updated, so it's now much better, and I now actually, it's a little bit more tricky to use sometimes, in my opinion, because a little bit harder to read sometimes. But it is much more improved than the first time I had a rant about it, so I do appreciate your ArenaNet taking probably a lot of feedback from the community and changing that and making it easier. And they're going to keep making it easier because ArenaNet listens to their community quite a bit. We're going to talk to this guy, though.
The Sauger Sort Quaggins and Hazupal Grounds Heilig are all that keep the Crate from complete dominance of Quetzal Bay. Neither can truly stand against the Crate and win. We don't interfere in the affairs of outsiders, but protecting the Bay benefits us as well. We'd be indebted to anyone who brings peace to these waters.
There we go. So we did that one. That's what I wanted. Because that put me up 2 levels. So they've added adventure guides the last year and a half, which kind of help with guiding people who are new to a game, but honestly it's just also a quick way to level. I just gained 2 levels out of that. And they actually have it over here what the adventure guys needs. So we have a new bow, and this one actually introduces the sigils. So the blue in writing is the binary sigil of ice, air, or frailty. Vulnerability makes it vulnerable, but a little bit more armor piercing. Chill makes them slowed, and then lightning strike. This kind of does extra damage. You gotta watch out for the wording though, because vulnerability only comes from striking a foe from its flank. And most of the time, if you're solo leveling, you're not gonna hit them from a flank. So unless you are a rogue, sorry, unless you're a thief, be very careful on that one. I usually, yeah, because you see the Sigil of Air says only critically hitting a foe. So I'm going to do the Sigil of Air, because that one makes the most sense for my character, and I'm going to immediately not do what I did last time, where I accidentally got rid of something that I hadn't equipped yet. And this one just gives me access to the guild panel. Which I do actually have a guild. It is the Bugbear Lodge, but as you can see, it's been the most recent person on has been on 4 months ago. So I do have slots open to how should I put this up? Join other guilds. I just I just kind of choose not to. It's just not really my thing. Hilariously, on Guild Wars, I'm not a very fan of being in a guild. But we do have more training. So let's see. Where's my booklet go? Okay. So what was the one I was going for next? I knew I had a plan. I cannot remember my plan anymore. Let's get a spirit. The Sun Spirit is one of my favorites because it causes might, which helps with condition damage and power, and that's power is kind of one of the power and precision are the two stats you should be looking for. But it is in a certain area of AoE, so it's a very short. That uses a lot of time. That's okay. It's a short AoE, so you got to use it as needed, but kind of watch where you're putting it. And my microphone stand is having issues. There we go. So we are going to take our skimmer across the pond over here where these jungle worms are. And there's some trees and stuff, but you can see there's a hero point. I'm bagging just a little bit today. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, and then we're going to kill jungle worms. There we go. That's easy. Always, if you see a waypoint next to a hero point, always get the waypoint. It makes everything so much easier. You don't really need to travel over here anytime soon afterwards. But as a person that does a lot of exploring on the world, that makes it easier. So we're going to go back on our skimmer, and we're going to go over here. So the Huapsol are Farag people. Let me go over here and go see some. Sorry, these are the Zwapdol. They are frog people. Get off. There we go. They're adorable. They worship the sun goddess. Hylek are underwater snake people, which we can actually go see over here by diving. And they are against you. And then we met the Tengu, which are the bird people. And then I wish we had the Quaggins. I know they talked about them. I don't remember where they are. The Quaggin are basically the Murlocs of Guild Wars. I hate to say it that way, but that's kind of what they are.
It's my honor to meet you.
There's not a whole lot about the Tengu here. They're kind of a mysterious race in Guild Wars 2. Or they're people are behind these doors kind of thing. You'll see them a couple times. We do see a little bit more of them in Cantha, in the End of Dragons campaign, which is like the third campaign, I think. Expansion. We don't see a whole lot of, like, they're the kind of the mysterious birds. Let me see if we can find a quaggan. That is another, no, it's not a quaggan. Where are the next ones? Let me see. So it's only 2. That's fine. There they are. Took me a second. Oh, actually, there's a quaggan village below me over here. I can see that because of the heart. There's a quaggan. Oh, I'm lagging. They're like mini whale fish things, and they are adorable, and I love them. They have, this is their docile form, and then they have a more shark-like angered form. So they are adorable. Pardon me. Yep. Oh yeah, there's also some eel frogs. So this is a crate altar. This is one of the places to commune. Sorry, I'm being attacked. Get out of here. Now we need to name our stalker. That's okay. We'll name him something. That sounded weird coming out of my mouth. I meant the jungle stalker that I have a pet of the cats. I don't mean actual stalker. Anyway, the Darkstone altar has been the site of many Crate sacrifices of slaves and rituals designed to appease the Crate prophet, who they believe will someday return to flood the entire Tyrian continent. I don't know why we're communing with this place, but we are. Just gotta give us more lore on why the Crate are like this and why they always take slaves. Do I have that big mill already? Yes, I do. So we are going to take the one time we use the Springer. Get back there. Boom. Now we are actually going to get this Vista, because I completely forgot I was supposed to be looking at Vistas for you guys. Guys and gals and non-binary defals. So most of these Vistas are kind of easy to get to. This one is probably my least favorite because of how laggy I am right now. There we go. You can easily get up there with a sky scale. But I like challenging myself and showing you guys how to get up here. So boop. Alright. So here's that Vista. I think I skipped Vista over here somewhere. That one. I'll come back to that one. Our last hero point in Caledon is over here by the star, actually. Not exactly at the star, but very close to the star. But I wanted to show you. This is the recoloring I did for the wings, so it kind of matches the hair. That's just because I'm aesthetic there. It's very much fun. Alright, and then we're gonna run around on our dog until we get there. Sorry, I read the chats. I know it's a meme, but it just yeah, that kind of sums up the community. I'll zoom in on the chat. We get our first shoulders. Sweet. Okay. So again, we have precision, toughness, or power to choose from. For precision, you can see the minor rune gives an additional 10 if I have another rune. Same minor rune. So I can either double up on the power, toughness and power. I'm running past all these things, sorry. Or I can get power and precision. I'm going to get power and precision. No, and definitely get this particular waypoint. You'll need it in the future. It is very useful to have this waypoint. So first off, let me go put on my shoulders. Boom. Now I have shoulder pads. So that is officially our last piece of armor that we are going to get. Technically there's a back piece, but the back piece is invisible, so it doesn't really matter. So we have all 6 pieces of our armor now. We do have accessories and relics and stuff that are coming up later. But these are the 6 main components of your armor, which is the headpiece, shoulders, body, gloves, pants, boots, and then your 2 weapons. Obviously the style varies. It kind of looks cooler and it kind of looks lamer. It really depends on what you're doing. We are actually very close already to level 20. Guess we're on Nightmare Court. Alright, I'll stack me that one. So we're doing pretty good. We will definitely be reaching. This is gonna be probably a much shorter episode than it is the other one. Oh my gosh, go away. But today I'm going to also go explore Rata Sum. So I'll take you around Rata Sum, get the world completion on that one. The map completion on that one. Tell you a little bit more about the certain people. Right now, let's do these guys. Oop. There we go. That is all the hero points of Caledon Forest. I'm quickly losing my voice. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. So we have actually, this is a world boss. Let's go do the world boss really quickly. Oh my gosh. This gives us really good loot. Usually a bunch of people here. Oh gosh, hello. Usually a lot of people here. This one is kind of one of the easier ones, I want to say. Most of them are pretty easy, but they are also... Oh my gosh. Harder to see. I'm not as familiar with this one. I don't do this one as much. Because it's Caledon, and Caledon's actually kind of far. From where I usually level up, so... Bloop. You can see there's little patches of red in the water that you need to avoid. Eek the red circles, they burn. Just as I was saying that. Oh, somebody just died over there. So that was the down position we were talking about last episode. Anyway, that light blue means that they're down. Dark blue means they're dead. You can see that on the map as it's going down. Whoop.
It must be weakening. Don't let up.
Let's go rescue this person. Rescued? Oh god, no! Almost rescued you! Almost rescued! Feared at the last second, of course I was. I don't even know what we're supposed to be attacking right now. I'm going back to attacking the worm. Oh, the husk over there. That's what I got. I did not see that one. No, God. No, don't fear me into the red circle. No! That's the opposite of what I want. I'm in the wrong husk. I'm in this husk. There we go. I'll husk you down. Also, there's a thing that you should know if you are not as familiar. If you need to click on the boss, you click on the boss bar over here on the right hand side. Or you can just keep clicking tab until you get the right one. But it's much easier to just sit here and click on that. It also flashes up on your mini map. I'm not paying attention to dodging circles. Also, hopefully my keyboard's not loud. Might have my keyboard decided to die, so I had to buy a brand new keyboard, and it is a laptop that I'm recording on. It's a Bluetooth keyboard, and the keyboard's quite loud. So hopefully it's not too loud. There we go. Yeah. So I already have all three of these. You just choose whatever one you want. Those are the 3 free dice that you get. I'm level 18 already, so that's excellent. I got some extra stuff. So let us see what gear we just got from that. And you'll see they actually tell you what the next world boss is. They have, pardon me, one second. What are called world boss trains, where they'll literally just be in a group. Gosh, hold on. Sorry about that. So they have world boss trains where they're literally in a group going from boss to boss via the boss timer off of the Guild Wars 2 wiki, and I'll throw a picture of that up on screen. I only do that if I'm kind of collecting stuff for achievements. I don't really do that much. That's not the kind of gameplay I like, but that's people like it. Apparently it's super good for mat collecting and stuff. Alright, let's take a look at the equipment. White boots that we don't care about. We have brand new pants! Hell yeah. They're shiny. Old bow. Staff that we're not going to use. And a horn. I could use, but I'm not going to. So my philosophy for this is I'm going to keep using the weapons that are designed for the kind of old school early days. Because we were talking about elite specializations a little bit yesterday, or last time I recorded, not yesterday. I definitely didn't record yesterday. These 4 were added per expansion, so that's why I know there's 4 expansions now. So each one comes with a brand new weapon. So Heart of Thorns, the weapon of choice is the staff. The Path of Fire, the weapon of choice is the dagger. End of Dragons, it's a hammer. And then the newest one, which my brain is completely not remembering. Oh gosh, what is it called? Oh my god, my brain. Ignore that. I just punched a Tylenol bottle off my desk. Visions of Eternity. Thank you, brain. Visions of Eternity. The choice is... it looks like it does... Okay, so when it comes to Visions of Eternity and forward, they stop kind of doing weapon specific. It does look like they're trying to push towards bow and arrow again. But frankly, a lot of the things at that time is just kind of like... Yeah, you can use whatever weapons you want. Which is cool, but I'm going to stick with specific weapons. And again, I have auto loot on, so I've already looted this chest just by the fact that I was next to the boss when it died. So, not that one, this one. I would say that we're done, except for we're not. I forgot that we picked up 4 bags of adventurers backpacks. So, let's see what else we got. Boots that I can't wear, pants that I can't wear, another horn, and a coat that I can't wear. Excellent! We're doing great! But that gave us a level because I deposited materials. Excellent! Okay. We are literally... Wow, okay, we're just gonna apparently get some vistas and gain a level. I don't want a dog to guard. That could be useful. For now, I'm going to do the ferocity. Okay. There. Okay, so let's see the closest, brain is catching up. Let's go to my bond market and collect this vista. Sorry, my phone just went off. And then we'll find the rest of the 4 vistas in the area and show you the rest of Caledon. I do definitely want to show you guys at least all the vistas in the areas that we're going to, because again, they have gorgeous, gorgeous artwork of the that's not what I'm trying to say. Come on, brain. I'm not doing a whole lot right now. The world is gorgeous itself, and it kind of deserves to be shown off. The devs, Arenanet and whoever else devved this, did an amazing job. I forgot how annoying this one was, especially when you're lagging a little bit, which I still have not figured out why I'm lagging, but I am. Also, that jump is totally able to without the glider. I just have automatic reaction there. There we go, and Vista. Okay, there's a gorgeous look at the Tengu wall. There's something there, obviously, because we see the landmass here, but we never actually travel over here, unfortunately. Alright, where is the next vista that we have not gotten yet? It has to be somewhere in this dark area. So the easiest way to do that is just keep traveling. Let's do a quick teleport back to Mebelon. And obviously you can go for the full map completion and do the rest of the tasks, the rest of the hearts and POIs and stuff. I'm only going to do the vistas and the hero challenges in each area. Just because those are the 2 things that I find important. But you can do whatever you would like. It is a very much an open world. And, actually, perfect. Perfect example over here. I'll zoom in on this. You can see that it has scaled me down back to 11. So it matches the area I'm in. So even though I'm level 19, I'm only doing the damage at level 11. It does that for level 80s all the way up. It's pretty cool, actually. So no matter what you're doing the area at the level it's intended to be done at. And just kind of makes the game a little bit more fun. Challenging sometimes, but a little bit more fun. Here we go. This is probably one of the longest Vista jumping puzzles there is, and it starts right here. And again, I could sky scale all these, but I like doing the old school challenges of doing the jumping puzzles and getting attacked and all that fun stuff. Showing you guys how to get up there. I know there's a trick on this one. Like there's one that's like literally it's the false path. I can't remember if that was it or not. That was not it. Okay. Again, that is Maple, but my wings came out. There we go. And the next one I think is over here. Just a waypoint over here. So this leads to Metrical Province, which will be going in the next couple of minutes after I get the last 3 waypoint vistas. I need to remember where these vistas are, though. I usually don't go for vistas because they're just a little bit extra XP, not too much. Oh, there's actually a vista right there. I usually just go for the hero points and get out of the area. So I'm doing this extra for you guys and trying to remember where these places are. I have done full map completion once on my characters. Like 100% done. It was fun the first time, but not afterwards. There we go.
Was it exactly that drew you to join the Lion Guard?
So the glowing purple boxes are from the Asura, so we're now starting to see more Asura elements. Here's an Asura. More Asura elements being added. They have crews with a K. You can see they are very much into the magic-y, techno-magic stuff. Alright, where are the last 2? There's one here. I'm only for one more. That's... Okay, my brain is not working. Sorry, guys. It's been a very long week. Anyway, I think the last one's up here at this market. I will see this market again. I see Caledon is gorgeous in itself. It's not up here. Where is it? I'm sure my editing stuff has already found it. Oh, no, there it is. I knew it was over here. Also, yeah, if you did not notice in my first episode, I like making editing notes while editing, obviously. So sometimes you'll just see a sarcastic remark on the screen because that is me talking to my past self because the past self is sometimes an idiot. So here's the last vista. There we go. We are going to go back to that waypoint that's over here next to Trader's Green, our town of Cathal. We have completed Galadon Forest as of the hero points and the vistas, so congratulations there. I'm actually going to stop in here and go get a kit. There we go. I'm merchant.
More violence, I say, less violence.
Still drunk. Buy a salvage kit. And then quickly salvage these items. And get an achievement for it. And deposit again. Alright. back to our adventure. So we're going to go into, well, the Sylvari are some of the youngest races on Tyria. We are going to go to probably one of the oldest races on Tyria, the Asuras. Welcome to Metrica Province. The Asurans are very much technomagic. They have kind of that old school kind of magical feel, definitely sci-fi. They are little rats. They are adorable. And their main enemy is the Inquest, which are scientists that go above and beyond what is ethically okay. Like, so the Assurance kind of go beyond what is ethically okay a lot of times. These guys go to the extreme. Oh, that guy has immunity. That doesn't help. So we're going to get our first hero point here. One of... Do I want to say that now? No, actually I'm going to go back on that. Not say it. We're also going to go see one of the first vistas over here. I would like to say more about it because I'm trying not to spoiler some of the story for later. But I also want to like keep things interesting. Probably an hour long this is going to be to record. By the way, to get to this one, it's either going this way, kind of jumping across, or going up the waterfall here. It's accessible by both of them. This way is a little bit harder, but that way is the easiest way. You can also get the diving goggles here, which is part of the achievement. There we go. Yeah, this is usually the way to get to the Vista. There is that little jump across over there, which is, again, it's very hard, but if you have the mounts, it's easy. When you go over here, you want to jump across, because that water gets too deep on the other side. You can kind of hug the wall here and jump up to get to the less deep part, which is right here. And you do want to get this waypoint as well. So we're about to go do one of the hardest hero points. And I'm not quite sure why this one's the hardest. I think it's just kind of the don't stand in the fire. Oh, we're actually level 20. That's okay. We'll get this one. Don't stand in the fire kind of deal. And like, it's to the extreme. It's kind of stupid. Help that person. This one is the hardest hero challenge if you're doing it solo, because you need to watch for a bunch of patches of fire, and like it will take your health down. I've only done this once or twice where I haven't actually died. See, patch of fire, patch of fire, patch of fire. It is the most deadly. Like, I've died so many times to this one because I'm not paying attention, because I'm just so used to going to the hero challenges. Also, that is another place for another world boss. This is the Thaumanova reactor. Thaumanova, while we're running to, I don't want Power Man, exploded. You can see it definitely exploded. There was debate on what actually happened among the Surns. But I think kind of the most accepted thing is that the Inquest, I believe it was the Inquest, could be wrong, tampered with it and caused a massive explosion. So it is, was radiated, now it's safe. I'm pretty sure there's a fractal or a dungeon about it, or raid, sorry, about it. I've not been able to do any of the fractals because I'm solo, and you can't really do them solo. There's ways to do them solo, but I'm not that good of a player. So there's definitely a fractal about this, and it probably tells you all about it, tells you the entire history of it, but I can't do them, so we're just have to go with my guesstimates. But right now we have gotten our level 20 quest, And Keith is asking to meet us at the Dreamer's Terrace. So let's go home. We'll come back and get the rest of Metric Province later. And definitely we're going to end it off with Rata Sum. So, Reckoner's Waypoint. We're back in the Grove. Again, the concept art for these places are gorgeous. I'll be recording about an hour. That's not too bad. You down. Wee. Most of the time, your person is going to want to meet whatever person you're dealing with is going to want to meet Trisha at home, which is where we're at. Where life goes.
Trahearne, it is good to see you once more within the grove.
It is hard for me to return. Each time I do, I feel more and more distant.
Let the mother shelter you. It will pass. There you are, Valiant. Come, meet Trahearne.
Let us meet one of our friends for the future. That was not a pun. No pun intended.
Greetings, Valiant. I want you to meet Trahearne, another of the Silvari Firstborn. Only a few Firstborn are called to wild hunts. I have the calling, so does Trahearne. I believe he carries the heaviest burden of us all.
More difficult than fighting an elder dragon?
Our task is tangible, if dangerous. His is ephemeral. There may be no solution.
I'm glad to meet you, but I'm afraid we have no time for proper welcomes. There is a more immediate matter at hand.
Just before you arrived, a messenger brought news of 3 attacks by the Nightmare Court. I can aid one, Trahearne another.
I'll take the third. Where do you need me to go?
They're besieging the Warden outpost of Folius Thorpe. Make your way there as quickly as possible, Valiant, and lend a hand.
Before you go, a warning. On my way to the Grove, I heard rumor that the Nightmare Court is seeking something called the Harbinger. They are determined to find it, whatever it may be, and based on that alone, we must stop them.
Understood. I'll head to Folius Thorpe right away.
I need to look up who Trahearne's voice actor is because he does a fantastic job. I'm sure I'll probably flash it on the screen or something. Just kudos to that voice actor. He's just awesome. So we are heading to Folius Thorpe, and we're going to go find this Harbinger. Or at least kill some Nightmare Court. And it's no way. I'm not saying no to killing some Nightmare Court. That's always a good thing. Always a positive. Not as much of a positive as killing Svanir, but you know, it's always a positive. I'll tell you why I don't like Svanir at all. I don't. Wow, okay. Look, I'm here immediately. Hello, person. Here to save you.
Who are you? Are you another of these murderers?
Calm down. I'm a friend. Who are you and what's going on?
My name is Malik. The wardens took me in. They found me injured in the forest. I was here when the outpost was attacked. The wardens said these creatures are called the Nightmare Court. They've set fire to the camp and cut down everything in their path. We're outnumbered, besieged, and most of the guard has been injured. I'm all that's left of the defense.
Let me fight with you, Malik. I know the Nightmare Court, and I'd be glad to raise arms against them.
I'll have to trust you. I've no other choice. But I warn you, the wardens are under my protection, and I will let no harm fall on them. Help me drive back these villains, quickly. We must put out the fires before they spread to the forest. The chatter is over. Now we fight.
There we go. We've met Malik. fires, right, resing some dead wardens. Sorry, knocked out wardens, not dead. Well, this is resurrection, I guess they're technically dead.
Those who cannot give mercy deserve.
Interesting. That was not a saint of Entire that I know about, but sure. Get here.
That's all we'll say. The outpost should be able to.
I am back.
You'll die by my hand. Hunt them down. You can die. Impossible. I'm not a failure. Run, miscreant. You fight well, stranger. I'm grateful you came along. I hope you'll forgive my initial mistrust.
It was in the heat of battle. It's understandable. Tell me, do you know why the Nightmare Court were here? It's not like them to attack the Wardens head-on.
I do. It seems that they wanted me. I don't know why. I've never met their kind before, and I'm certainly no friend to them. They kept calling me the Harbinger. When I resisted, the courtiers took hostages. They threatened to harm them if I didn't give myself up. I was willing, but Captain Banya refused to allow it. I'm a civilian, she said, and they were wardens. I told her she was a fool, and now she's gone too.
Whatever the Nightmare Court is planning for you, I can assure you it isn't pleasant. Come back to the Grove with me where you'll be safe.
The Grove? Is that where your people come from?
My people? You mean the Sylvari? Malik, don't you know about the Grove?
No, I do not come from these lands. I appreciate your offer, but I won't abandon the Wardens. I'll go with you after they're safe, and the Nightmare Court's been punished. The courtiers said they were going to Joy's End.
Joy's End? Sounds lovely. I'll meet you there.
Well, now, isn't that interesting? Malik is not a normal Sylvari. We're gonna use Topaz here to replace everything. And we have 2 bags of loot, which give us a new sword. Ooh, and a new dye color. I got papaya. Nice. And here it. And new level. So this is where we can actually start choosing our specializations. Specializations are passive. While the skills up here are active, these are passive. So like in marksman, the first thing we get is you and your pet inflict invulnerability when your first strike when entering combat. So it's passive boons. The 3 that you should focus on if you're leveling by yourself, as according to like 8 different builds I've looked at, are marksman, skirmishing, and beast mastery. In which, if you go here, actually we're just gonna do marksman first because I won't do marksman anyway. We have these 3 things that unlock. So this one's here, this unlocks at 45, and this unlocks at 71. So when I say numbers, they mean something on this one. So when you're doing a marksman, if you want to follow the builds, the one that I found the most used is 2-2-1. So it's the gain might when you strike a foe based on their health percentage. Ranger weapon skills deal increased strike damage. Damage is further increased for foes above the range threshold. And then Predator's Onslaught. You and our pet deal damage, strike damage, disabled, defiant, or movement at paired foes. So for Marksman, it's 2-2-1. For Skirmishing, it's 3-1-3. And for Beastmaster, it's 2-2-3. I'm going to be following those guidelines for going forward. Other than that, I'm going to do the skills I want to do, and the weapons are the one that I want to do. If you're interested in looking for builds, the best solo leveling build I've found from 1 through 80 is a bow with offhand axe. Your pet is either a lynx or a bear. You are going to use the skill. I'm going to actually use the second tab here to show you the skills you should be using. The Bee Heal is 1. The Frost Trap, which I don't have yet. The Protect Me, which I also don't have yet. And the Storm Spirit. And then the Elite skill, which is the Shout. I'm not carrying that much. I like the skills that I kind of choose for my rangers. So it is up to you what you want to do. There are quite a few different builds out there that you can kind of pick and choose from. Let me show you the elite skill I was talking about. Okay. Strength of the Pact is actually the only one on there that I agree with. Strength of the Pact is the best one to use for your hunter as an elite skill, but you are free to choose whatever one you want. The elite skill, there's not one for this one. The elite skill for this one is not a frost trap. That's wrong. Is it a frost trap? It's not. There's the other elite skill. It's entangle, so you can, if you do, so like I was saying, there's close combat and there's far combat. Entangle is great for close combat and PvP. There's a Spirit of Nature, which is great for additional healing in dungeons and raids and fractals, because it also regens. But Strength of the Pact is best for solo because it gives you lots of boons there. So if you're solo leveling, that's the one I recommend. Again, it is your choice. It is completely. That's why I like this game so much. It's so much freedom that you can mix and match, find what the best works for you and your character. Your builds are your own. There are a bunch of builds that are like, oh, these are the best builds. Yeah, they're good. They're good for survivability. Especially for Thief. Thief is probably the hardest. One of the hardest classes for survivability that I've found, and I'm almost constantly using builds for them at this point. Because I can't keep my Thieves alive, but I can keep my Mesmers and my Elementals alive, which are in cloth. So, yeah, that kind of tells you how annoying it is. So we are now going to go meet Malik at Joy's End. Like I said, you needed this waypoint. It's coming in handy. And we're going to go through the portal into Brisbane. Welcome to Brisbane Wildlands. You'll see I'll automatically get this waypoint because I came through this portal. There we go. Okay. The amount of times I come through here and kill this deer, by the way, by accident. Because I'll like hit the wrong button or something. So let's go.
I've never been here.
Save some captives. Hey, Malik.
Greetings. So, Valiant, you did show up after all. Tell me something. These courtiers, Do they come from the same grove that you do?
We are all Silvari Malik, but they're of the nightmare. I am of the dream. You don't know the difference?
No, I've never heard of either one.
You remember the pale tree, yes?
No. Look, we need to get the Wardens back to Fallius Thorpe. Here's the plan. We infiltrate and sneak the villagers out. Then, revenge.
You're strange, Malik, but I like your style. Let's go.
We could steal their armor and wear it as a disguise, once they don't need it anymore.
And look at that, a very convenient patrol.
Those new converts. How long do you give them?
Not long. I heard the Knight of Embers came for them, and she was in a mood.
Ignore my leaf puppy.
These wardens are delicate little puffballs.
The Knight of Embers knocked him flat.
They'll tell us about the Harbinger soon enough. You'll see.
That's the Knight of Embers, isn't it?
You're all useless and weak. I sent those fools to bring me the Harbinger, and instead they come back with whimpering wardens. Pathetic. You there. You're new. Can you follow orders, courtier?
Me? Yes, ma'am, m'lady.
Then you're in charge. Make these wretched wardens talk. Do whatever it takes. Hit them so hard the pale tree can feel it. They will tell me where to find the Harbinger, or they will die feeding nightmare with their agony.
My Lady Knight, may I ask, what is a Harbinger?
He is the pale tree's doom, and nightmare's vindication. He is my dark hunt. When I find him, all will be made clear. Now go!
Yes, lead the way, courtier.
Get out of our way. We started this task. We'll finish it.
That must be where they're holding the wardens.
Ready yourself. They're coming back. This may be our only chance to escape.
Wait, Captain Banya. Do you see what I see?
By the pale tree's wisdom, Malik! What are you doing here? Wait, don't waste time answering. Just get us out.
Time to cut and run.
Nice. Oh, okay. Not really nice.
Get the wardens out of here.
Alright. Let's go. Oh, lady people.
Stay close to each other. Just as weapons you find. Malik, Malik,
Hold on, I'm gonna heal a bit.
I'm exposed.
heard that voice on there.
Let's get out of here.
My character said, "I'm exposed." That means that I gain vulnerability. That's kind of one of my favorite things about Guild Wars is they'll sometimes say voice lines about what is on them.
Die.
It makes it more accessible for focusing on something else, or even just accessibility. Period. Where it's like, okay, well, now I know I have vulnerability.
This way.
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding is one of the most common things you'll hear. But it's very good with the audio clues.
We've gone far enough. We can stop.
I owed these wardens my life. You, Valiant, you risked yourself to save my friends, even though you've never met them. Why?
Because we are all Sylvari. We all follow the dream. Can't you feel that we're related?
Feel it? No, I feel nothing, Valiant. Only a great sense of distance and loss.
You've been too long from the Pale Tree, that's all. When you return, she will heal your lost memory. Come back with me to the Grove. You'll see.
I hope you are right. I want to hear more about this dream. If your friends can help me, then I will meet with them.
Make your way south to the great tree near the shore. I will meet you there. We'll get to the bottom of this mystery, I promise.
Thank you so much. A million thanks.
Alright. We have Save the Wardens. We have Malik. Actually, you now can see the opening strike. Your next attack is an opening strike. Alright. We're going to leave Brisbane for just a little while. We'll come back probably next episode. We're going to go back to the Grove. Talk to Kaith. It looks like she's at her house. So we are going to... I always take the Reckoner's waypoint because it's just the middle of everything. Let's go see what Kaith and Trahearne did other than kill a bunch of courtiers like I did. Because obviously they were looking for the Harbinger and I found him first. Whee! There we go. We're at Kaith's house.
I trust you, Valiant. These others, well, we shall have to see.
The Nightmare Court is searching everywhere for this Harbinger.
They won't stop until they find it.
Whatever it is, we must find it first.
Bye, you too.
May you never dwell.
Kaith, Trahearne, I have a very strange story to tell you. This is Malik. The Nightmare Court believe he is the Harbinger. Of what, we don't know. But they attacked those warden camps to find him.
Malik is your name? You feel oddly quiet. Strangely still.
When did you awaken at the Pale Tree? In what cycle? What did you dream?
Tree? I know no pale tree. I have had no dream. My first memory begins 2 weeks ago. I was lying by a river, staring up at an arched bridge. I was injured, and I wandered the forest from there, following the river until the wardens found me and took me in.
No dream? Perhaps you've only forgotten it. If you were badly injured, your memories could be damaged or lost. Perhaps if we look into the dream itself, we could find them.
Or we could follow the river and locate the place Malik describes. Maybe we'll meet someone who knows him and memory will return on its own.
I must know who I am, to fight the Nightmare Court. Valiant, I trust you. Which do you think is the best method to find the truth?
So do we take action, or do we go into the Trahearne? I always forget which option I choose for this one. I don't do this one very often. Let's see, I already forgot what my character this character is. So... Yeah, that's kind of actually called the character. Exactly this up to a vote either, because you're like watching it post recording. I say, do we want to learn more about the dream, or do we want to learn more about the area? I kind of want to go into the dream, see what the dream does. Let's go with the dream.
I'm pleased
option.
you're here.
Oh, actually, there's more details. Keith and Ellie wish only to aid Malik. You must decide which plan is best. Can you give me more details about your plan? Seer Amaranda is deeply connected to the dream. If any Sylvari has information about Malik, she will find it. Sounds interesting. Like me, I choose your plan. I need a few minutes to decide. Keith.
The world.
Very well. Have you made your decision? Would you explain your plan again? Certainly. We start where Malik was found and backtrack from there. Hopefully it reveals his origins. However certain are you that we'll find something? Nothing is certain, Valiant. Remember, if you choose to go with me, you cannot change your mind. I really want to go to the dream. That's something fun. I like your plan, Trahearne. Let's seek out the seer. Nothing is certain, Valiant. Remember, if you choose to go with me, you cannot change your mind. I'm sure about this. Let's go to Amaranda.
While the three of you speak with the seer, I will search for the site of Malik's first memory.
Agreed. We should investigate every avenue of discovery.
I will meet you back at the Pale Tree. Farewell.
So this is the first time you get your faction-specific armor. Weapon in this case, but do be careful if you're a ranger. There's a short bow and a long bow. Short bow is more... Chair, thanks. Short bow is more PvP oriented. Longbow is what I'm doing, and there's two short bows here. So you get the Crichton one, or I guess it's the Centaur one, sorry. That's the Crichton one. These two are Verdant's short bows and longbow. The Verdant is the Sylvari weapon type. So we're going to get the Avengers longbow in the Verdant style. You can see it's very tree-like. It's very kind of like non-realistic tree, which is kind of upsetting me, but whatever. It is what it is. This also gives you a bag of crafting supplies, so you can see I got a bunch of there. I can deposit. And then 3 bags of loot. Anything else? Hammer, mace. So, nothing really important. And a couple of junk items. Alright. Let's go find Amaranda. I'm saying her name wrong. It's probably Amaranda. Probably like Amaranth. Where is she? She is up in... We're back to Brisbane. I was wrong apparently. Immediately went back to Brisbane. That's okay.
No gentle guardian.
Right here.
Thorns bite, vines choke, and I kill.
Look, it's Trahearne, one of the firstborn. I've never met him. He spends all his time in awe. Don't you think he's strange?
You're so mean. Gossip girls. Hey, Trahearne. Excellent, Venoa girl. You're here. Let's click Malik and head out. Where is he? Shouldn't you keep him with you, Trahearne? Discovering the truth is difficult, Valiant. We must treat him kindly. I understand. And then Malik is over here. Thanks to the lovely star on his head. Bush staring at him too. Y'all need to stop staring. It's good to see a friendly face. Looks like we're all ready. Come on.
My friend Amaranda spends her life meditating on the dream. She understands its nature more than any other mystic or firstborn.
If she studies the dream, why does she live so far from the grove?
Because she is so sensitive to it, she can feel every ebb and flow, like the tide feels the moon. Only far from the tree can she gain perspective.
And this woman, your friend, you believe she can help me?
Yes. If the Nightmare Court has robbed you of your memory and connection to the dream, Malik, she will heal you.
And if they have not? What answer will she give us then?
Something true. The dream cannot lie. That is its nature.
It's all right. No matter what happens, we'll be with you.
Very well, then. Let us go.
Alright, now we're gonna follow the leader. Woohoo! Are his guns floating? His guns are totally floating off his head. That's okay. That's a
The
script!
Skrit are in trouble. We must lend them aid.
These rats, are they your pets?
All life is sacred, Malik. Come, let's see what's happened.
Oh, my ears and whiskers!
Or RP walking, okay.
I can barely stand.
Ow!
Well done.
Bastard.
What are these treacherous creatures?
Be careful. Skrit are usually friendly, but I would never call them tame. Thorn wolves. The Nightmare Court must be close by.
Did you feel that?
Yes, some magic is causing the earth to shake. Be cautious and move quickly.
What was that sound? It came from up ahead.
Wow, it's Thornhound. I was about to say. Thornhound's only attacking my dog.
Well done.
Be cautious. Something's not right here.
Did they kill her? Rude. Oh, there's a dough charge.
Watch out! It's a stampede. Stand your
Stampede,
ground.
what did I say?
Stay together.
Stand my ground! Turn! Fuck. Oh, they just left me to go fight the deer while I'm fighting the skunk. Thanks, guys. Very double of you.
Likely on purpose.
Agreed. Our enemies are here. Somewhere.
Yeah, no shit. Are we walking again? No, we're running. Okay.
Look, there. Those fires didn't start themselves.
They just keep running to the fire. Boys, get out of the fire. Your plants! Stop it! You are literally living leaves. Please stop going to the plan.
Arrived before us.
Then we'll let them know they're unwelcome.
Good. Come on, Snow. I'll lead the way.
Alright, boys. Take a. Oh, we're RP walking. Okay. RP walking.
Ah! Intruders! Help! Help!
Sit still and shut up. We'll let you go after we capture the Harbinger. My mistress, the Knight of Embers, was right. She knew you'd bring the Harbinger to this false seer. Thank you. You've done most of my work for me.
If you've heard Amaranda, you will find that the wrath of a firstborn is something to fear.
How quaint. Are you going to hit me with a book? You're not Keith. You're not even one of the wardens. What are you, Trahearne? A useless scholar studying a dead land?
And what are you but Nightmare's pawn? Watch where you're setting fires or your own house may burn.
Enough! The Harbinger's coming with me, with or without your agreement. I know which I'd prefer. Courtiers, to battle! Knight the Harbinger, kill the others. A simple task. Your life belongs to them. She will find you.
Trahearne, my friend. I thought you were another vision. You're real? You're here?
Be at peace, Amaranda. Are you injured?
Only in spirit. I could feel Nightmare's icy grip. But now it has gone, and I am warm once more.
We came seeking your wisdom. This Sylvari, Malik, cannot remember his dream. Can you help him?
Gladly. Here, let me look upon you, sapling. Let me gaze into your eyes. A distant shore, and darkness, a root, a cave. You are the seed. What Ronin knew and never told still lingers in the dream.
What does that mean?
It means my fears are well-founded. You were not born of the pale tree, Malik. We cannot see your dream. You cannot see ours. I must return to the grove and speak to the pale tree.
Now I too understand. When the Grand Duchess hears this, she will send the whole of the court after you, Harbinger. She will never stop, not even when the grove itself is bathed in blood.
Whatever you've discovered, Trahearne, the Nightmare Court now knows as well.
Only the Night of Embers. If we stop her before she reaches the Grand Duchess, we can keep this information from the court.
But we were to meet Kaith at the Pale Tree.
There is no time. We must track down this knight and silence her. Immediately.
Alright. Ready, pants? Hell yeah. And new gloves. Hell yeah. Alright, we're doing so good. Okay. So that's what we've learned, is Malik is not of the grove, not of the Pale Tree, which we kind of already figured out and pieced together. He's not the same Sylvari as us. I actually don't remember the conclusion of the story. I remember it in some cases, but not all cases. I know the juvenile Fernhound is something else. Juvenile Fernhound. Actually, while we're over here, now let's jump up these rocks. Oh my god. I have to do this one. There we go. And get the Vista. Okay, now we go over here. No, the dinosaur that's after me. That's some cool art. I don't think I've ever seen that art.
This is the place. The Night of Embers will be waiting to meet the Grand Duchess. If she is allowed to tell Fowlin the truth, the result will be disastrous.
Why, Trahearne? What aren't you telling us? This is my life. I deserve to know the truth.
You're right. But yours isn't the only life in danger. I'll tell you the truth, and then you must make a choice. My research has led me to believe that the Pale Tree is not a unique creature. Legends say her seed is one of many found in a cave. That cave has never been found, but it seems at least one of those other seeds was planted. It sprouted the tree which bore you, Malik.
If that's true, there could be other cities of Sylvari, other groves.
Groves untutored by Ventari's tablet. Do those Silvari dream, I wonder? What inspires them?
If Fowlin finds out, she won't need the grove. The court will burn the pale tree to the ground and find one they can more easily twist to nightmare.
Yes. If that happens, the Silvari race will be no more. Tyria will fall into darkness.
No, I won't let that happen. If I must die to keep this secret, I will do so.
Then we have only one option. The Knight of Embers must die.
Can't do this
So there's
alone.
that.
I'll stand with you.
Malik is from a different tree. And there's apparently potentially multiple ones out there. We've never seen it. It's not currently in the game, other than this mention of it. So they have plans for it in the future. I kept the disguises from Joy's End. Dress up, act like you're escorting me, and we'll get past the guards. Aren't they suspicious of that trick by now? And what about your disguise? Ugh. Or cleverly done, they want to notice you're not disguised. If you only have one disguise, how will this work? They expect it. They expect it if it were both disguised. Since I won't be, they'll be suspicious, but your silver tongue can get us past the door. I hope you're right. Let's go. Trahearne looks so funny. They covered his eyes. Why do they cover Trahearne's eyes? Oh, but his butt keeps is older. God, Trahearne, that looks so bad on you. I'm so glad that you don't wear that regularly. Alright, me and my bright pink outfit. Let's go. How are we going to trick our way into the court? Oh. Halt! I haven't seen you before. What do you want? The Harbinger and a firstborn are approaching the camp. We must warn the Knight of Embers at once. Cathalbet. Curse those who have... Cathalbet. Curse those who are slaves to the tablet. Come in, friends, before the... Be ready to repel the invaders. I'll do just that. They are morons.
Take a look at that. Would you look at that?
All will succumb to the supreme authority of the Nightmare Court.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks.
Die by my hand.
Thank you.
So the interesting thing about Skrit, well, you might see they're pack rats. They pack a lot of shit. They kind of grab whatever they want. They're scavengers. They are literal rats. But apparently, if you get enough of them close together, they actually become an intelligent being, and it's kind of hilarious to watch the script to talk about. Thank you, kind of thing. Kind of koboldish. And then they'll just like talk, normal sentences. There we go. Alright, Knight of Embers. Hello. Oh god, hello. They're right away.
An
That's
ambush
great.
is the best you can offer. How sad. You're already a creature of Nightborn, Harbinger. Why fight us?
You're a liar, and soon you'll be a dead liar.
Impudent whelp. I'll show you why they call me the Knight of Embers. Filth. This town will be your funeral. Sawyer, Lanya, to me.
Oh, that was poorly
All
timed.
that you are will end in flames and ruin. Sick of I see death on the shore. Got you will burn in her fire. You killed her. My vengeance will burn over pale and
Assault the necromancer. Do not let her summon a horde.
I'll flay you alive, and the mistress will burn your bones.
She's not a necromancer.
It is all
I think they coded her wrong. She's not a necromancer at all.
fools, the nightmare to your souls.
100%. There you go. Hi, Keith. Now you've come.
There you are. The pale tree told me where to find you. I have to tell you, Malik's tree...
We know. The Nightmare Court nearly found out as well. It is for the best that the Knight of Embers is dead.
Still, this is only the beginning. Even if they don't know the reason, the court will keep searching for their Harbinger. If I stay here, others will try to convert me to Nightmare. They'll discover my secret.
He's right. Fowlin will hunt him, and I promise you, she does not give up.
Somewhere to the west, at the source of that river, there's another tree. Maybe even another city, with more Silvari like me, my family. I'm going to find them. When I do, I'll tell them about the grove, and I'll return with an army to help fight the dragons.
I wish I could go with you, Malik, but my duty is here. I wish you good fortune and safe travels.
Don't worry. We'll meet again someday.
Bye, Malik. And he's off. Okay, well, he's standing there, right? So he's off to go find his home. I think we might see him again before we fight Zaitam, but I cannot remember for the life of me. In all honesty, it's probably the last time we've seen him. So we got a necklace. Like I said, we got the first cultural clothes is what they're called. Pardon me, cultural armor, cultural weapons, and we get these. So this one, these shoes that they give you for the end of from end of 20 to 80, you need to add your own. You need to customize them. So you get a list of these craziness. You guys can pick and choose whatever you want. Again, for hunters or rangers, you want power, precision, and ferocity. Those are the three I always look for. There is one in here called, I think, Hunters. Yeah. That's Harriers, sorry. I can read. The one I usually go for my hunter is Berserker. Not Berserker, sorry. Assassin. Precision, power, and ferocity. That's the one that I usually go for. So we got new boots. And then we got our first cultural clothes. So the overall, I can actually show you what the cultural clothes look like as a complete set. I'm not going to make it look like that because I just want to see how it looks later on. Let me see. Evergreen. So that is what the set looks like. Which, frankly, it's only using 5 transportation charges, so 6 of 6. If I really cared enough, I'd go that way, but I'm actually going to not do that. I'm going to just let it be weird pieces of unmatched armor. The Silvari clothes are very much, obviously, off the leaf and plain aesthetic. other ones include... I do not have the other ones. How do I not have the other ones? I don't have it for leather armor. I have it for the cloth armor. So, that was a level 20 quest. So if you're taking off after this, awesome, thank you. It was awesome to have you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you're just listening to this, then glad that I could entertain you for about an hour. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to go explore Rata Sum, talked about Rata Sum and the Asuras. So if you want to continue listening to me, that's awesome. You are here for it. I'm going to take care of this raptor that's attacking me immediately after getting out of the dungeon. Out of here. So we are going to go back to Mexico province. We are actually going to go to one of the waypoints that are open for free, which is over here in Sorendra waypoint. It's 32 copper. So we're back in Mexico province. We are going to explore the cube city of Rata Sum. The Asurans belong to 3 different colleges. The College of Statistics, Synergetics, and what's the last one? I can remember the last one. But yeah, these are the Asurans. Synergetics, Dynamics, and Statics. That's what it is. I knew I was wrong. I wish I could remember which one does which. One goes very far into the eternal alchemy, which is kind of the magic of the world, the ley lines, etc. One goes more to technology, and one is the mesh of the two. I honestly cannot remember which are the 3.
It controls every reaction.
The catalyst controls the reaction. The eternal alchemy dictates the variables.
Okay, well this is the one that... Well, that helped there. This dynamics is the one that does both. I can remember synergetics ones. They are all great. Okay, thaumaturgic. I think this one's the one that controls more of the physical, like mechanical things, and then statics is probably the one, or synergetics is the one that's more eternal alchemy focused. So our first vista is up here. You start at this route and you climb up in a very, very weird kind of combination. Yeah, okay, there we go. Boop. So. Sorry, the chat again. I'll zoom in on that one too. They are run by a council of X amount of counselors. I can't remember how many. I think there's like 6 or 8. 7. Sorry, 7. They are either high deans or just kind of the smartest 7. Or they think they're the smartest. We have currently in this little area Ludo and Zudo, brother and sister. Pretty sure they're brother and sister and sister. Flunt, who we'll see a lot of later on. And that is it. I don't know. Oh, there's another counselor over here. Yak, who's talked about. I think, yeah, so he's next to the Inquest Golem. He is the main Inquest counselor. So yeah, he strong arm with him, looks like. That's okay. They're all kind of assholes. The main the mentor, well, that was a sentence. I was talking about earlier that there's the first episode, there's a group of adventurers, a guild, pardon me, Guild Wars, where the guild members became your mentor. So Kaith is mine. Kaith was part of this guild. The one from Tyria is, her name is Zoja. She's an elementalist and a glowmancer. You're actually going to go downstairs before both the portals. So we will sort of see Zoja later on, but not really. Priory. The best way to get around these places is just kind of take one corner and take a circle around it. Quick lap. The Arcane Eye is the council's law enforcement. So, think secret police, I hate to say. Here's the next vista. But yeah, so they are the main law enforcement of the
How does eternal alchemy treat you this fine day?
So peacemakers are general guards, Arcane Eye is law enforcement. Counselor, law enforcement. So these are also all the places where you do the crafting here. I absolutely love how they look. So it's like, if you take the time to walk around here and take a look at each one, how they're made. So like, this is the tailor station. This is the armor station, and this is the weapon station. I'm pretty sure. The jewels. I'm an idiot. Okay. But like, they all have that kind of like niche little look to them. They have their own style.
The best prices.
They are the techno mages of the world. I hit my microphone. God damn it! Sorry. They each have definitely unique look to them. Okay, so we're down at this level. We are going to go down to the final level. Either jump down, or you can just go down the staircase over here on the side. I'll go down the staircase because it makes it easier. Here is the inquest part, because remember how each kind of section has, each world except for the Grove, for obvious reasons, has will have a section that is catered towards the enemy faction. The Grove does not, because obviously the Daemon Court's very much into the let's kill the Grove kind of people. This is the inquest one, very much red aesthetic. We'll show you the Swanir and the other ones. I think. No, this one. Yeah, honestly, if you just run around in circles in this area, you'll get it. Here's the Peacemaker headquarters. It's very cute. Pretty sure there's yeah, there's a little thing down here. You can talk to prisoners. Why would anyone tell me why I'm in this cell? Ferocious bear. That's a Norn. I'm not really a bear. Let me up, please. It's Norn in their bear form. There's the ethereal chicken. Another cat. Mad scientist.
Hey, Doc, your talking bear is at it again.
I already told you the talking bear isn't one of mine, imbecile.
Stated name Dr. Bloop.
I still don't know what you are.
Also known as Bleep Bloop by his peers. Oh my god, I've never read this. Reason for stasis. Attempted to fuse several animals into a massive animal cube. What the hell? Oh god. Stated name Ethereal Chicken, also known as Sir Cluckington. Reason for stasis. Does anyone know who this belongs to? Nothing in the cell. Is there anything on here? Not applicable. Okay. They have that detail. That's good. Alright, what is... Oh, the first bear does have one. Okay, excellent. Name, Talking Bear. Reason for stasis. Being a drunk bear. Warning, do not feed the bear. And then Zaya. What is Zaya doing here? State name, Apprentice Zaya, also known as Zaya the Blundering Idiot. Reason for stasis, too stupid to be left alone. Warning, stay back or you'll catch you stupid. Is this one of Flunt's? That would not surprise me if that was not one of Flunt's. I'll see that later on. But yeah, that's kind of adorable. I did not, like, I knew there was a prison that I didn't know they had a big details. Yeah. Okay, that's adorable. Glad we got to see that together. Also, down here, there is juvenile pink boas. There's random other animals you can get along the way.
Can you be helped?
Excuse me?
Begin.
There's a bunch of random like experiments happening around the town. Do be careful; these go on to the void. If you fall, I have done it multiple times. I think it's a big vault. This one is just an aquatrium, apparently. I don't know what an aquatrium is. Can we tell me what an aquatrium is? Have you seen the fish in here? No. But be patient, and you must stay very, very still, so you don't scare them away. I'll try that. Thanks. Oh, I see some fish. Much safe, yes. Really? That's aggravating. I've been observing the water for what feels like days now. Hoping to see one. Keep looking. You might catch one soon. Interesting. Cute. Alright, so here is our next thing. This one you can easily get by jumping over the front. I'm not hitting the top. Like an idiot. There we go. Whoop. Alright, so it's the aquatrium. Okay. There's not an animal this way. Okay. So this vista that I'm about to get is probably one of the hardest ones to get if you're early level. So make sure you have all the waypoints down here. You need to jump here, here, and not fall off the arrow, and then here. There is no way back. You just need a waypoint. There we go, level up. And I get a new spear. So as I mentioned, there's no way back up, so you just gotta do that. We are actually gonna go back to the top though. So as you might have seen, that there's a lot of underground part that is not really used. That's okay. It doesn't need to be used. Finish unlocking this one. Here's at least what I wanted. I wanted skirmish. The Ashura are from the under. They are rats for a reason. So when it comes to, they were pushed to the surface of Tyria by one of the other Ultra Dragons, not Zaitan, but one of his brothers. Whose name is slipping my brain. Oh my god. Why did I record today? Apparently my brain is just not working today. Zaitan, Jormag. Oh my god, I cannot remember. It's the fire dragon. My brain is not working at all apparently today. Metrica, I want idea. There we go. They were pushed to the surface by the fire dragon. The fire elf dragon. It was the elf dragon of rage and fire. I wish I could remember what his name was. It's driving me up a wall. So they're now living on the surface. They are, obviously, you can see how the skin is gray. They're have big, huge eyes. They have kind of sharp teeth. They're meant for underground. Unlike the Silvari, who are very much plant. I'm very happy there. To be on the sun. So they're the Seraph had to adapt to the top world. And they have. They've done. That's one of the things they're good for. They're good at adapting.
I nearly got my face melted off.
Perfect timing for that sentence. Sorry. But they do have boats here. Very cute boats. I almost fell off into the water. Actually, I do want to fall into the water. This is one of the first places you can get up there. You're an aquatic pet, I'm pretty sure. Okay. If it was not obvious, by the way, the Asurans made the waypoints and these portals. Can I actually get it down here? No, damn it! I thought it was. You can see jellyfish for the first time though. Ooh, pardon me. These are two jellyfish and electric fish are the two that you can get later on. As pets, just not here. I know you can get one of them in Lion's Arch. So we'll get it in Lion's Arch. This is also golems. They rely on golems because they're so small. Very small, very cute. Alright, we have 3 more points of interest. This is this is Zoja. That's Zoja, by the way. Let's see if she's actually here. Oh, she is here! Sometimes she's not here. Zoja is that person I was talking about. She's the elementalist. Get her into frame. She is no nonsense. I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit kind of character, and I love her. But she also doesn't take criticism well. She thinks she's the smartest and should be always listened to. She has apparently the look of anything chirp. But she also has Mr. Sparkles, which is her main golem. He's always there for her, and her main support. So that's what you saw in the picture is her, Mr. Sparkles. And there's a research table here that's interactable. The assortment of golemancy tools and implements cover this table. Zoja's lab assistants watch warily out of the corner of your eyes as they continue to work. Examine the table's contents. Oddly shaped power crystals stand out. They're unusual and innovative. Zoja's brilliance is evident in their design. And we'll see a lot of Zoja stuff later on. Zoja's very important. There you go. Zoja's workstation. Don't touch. There's another thing over here we can touch. Sorry, we're not touching another thing. The advanced workstation used for synergetics experiments, experimental apparatus assembly. I don't know what I'm doing. I better step away. So I'm wondering if you made your Asura synergetics, if you could interact with that. I might have to test it on a different character. There's another research table up here I want to interact with. How do I get up there? This way. You don't explore a lot. Explore more. A spread of creature samples, notes, and implements clutter this table. Zoja's lab assistants. Someone is researching destroyers. These hideous creatures. Primordus! Oh my god! That's the dragon name I was trying to remember earlier. Primordus is the dragon of rage and fire. Why couldn't I remember Primordus? It's the easiest one. Based on the scribblings in the margins, it looks like... Oh, where are we? Looks like the project is progressing poorly. That's cute. I love it. Yeah, Primordus is the dragon I was trying to talk about. I'm just an idiot. Alright, and the last point of interest is in the Asura home instance that we can actually enter. It actually acts as one of our own also ours, which is the Applied Development Lab. So we can see it's here. BY's for here, I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. You can see the cool infrastructure. Why are you editing so much? Oh my gosh. And what the aesthetic of the Isra are. Definitely that kind of cave aesthetic. And there he goes. Engaged demo station. Is there anything I click on over here? No. Progeny is what they call their children, by the way. So while we are the saplings and stuff, it's the progeny. I don't recall. I'm pretty sure the progeny go directly into the schools. I don't think they stay with the parents, or they do stay with their parents for a little while and then they continue to the schools. But there are entrance things, like you have to do a certain build to get into the schools, or do a certain task to get there. You do meet a crew at the schools. I don't remember all the details though. The story are a little bit less of my knowledge, just because I'm never really into sci-fi, but it's there. It's also a cat that I have. And they have a nice kind of like cube. They are cubes. Alright, and that was Rata Sum. I'm gonna go find us a nice place to exit and say my goodbyes after I get this. Boop. We are level 23 out of 80. We are progressing quite well. I did replace that. Yes, I did. Did I? Yes. Okay. Well, I did it again. So let us go find a quick place to say goodbye. Thought in the middle, everybody. Let's do it. Over here somewhere. We'll find a nice little background for Magic. So we'll go on the hill over here, actually. With Flaminova in the background. Let's try to get up. So there's actually a vista up here. Oh my god, I'm lagging so badly. Alright, we're just gonna go. There is a way up here. It is involving these jumping across. My lag just knocked up like crazy though, so let's try this one more time. Up here, and there, there. Like that. See? I do know what I'm doing here. There we go. That's the vista. Boop. Alright. Let's come down a little bit from there so we're not on anybody. Well, that was episode 2 of Vanda Plays Guild Wars 2. I was going to call it Story Quest, and then I realized there's about 80 other people that call this stuff Story Quest, which is, it's just Vanda Plays. I'm glad you could join me. Thank you if you're just listening to me or watch the first 5 minutes, whatever. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful rest of your evening, whatever time of day it is for you, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. I'm not sure what the next episode is going to be. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of come out spontaneously. The next episode will be level 23 to level 30, plus the quest plus one of these cities. I'm going to do that until I'm level 50 with Lion's Arch. I don't know, finish the Lion's Arch because there's nothing else after that. Carging? Okay. thank you again so much for watching. I hope you have... Well, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope that you stay epic. Goodbye.